dangerous game to lose.
Yeah, Tommy Matthews really taking all of the tension in the absence of Josh Thomason. He's now the 5th highest scorer in the Champ so far this season, but Coventry unable to collect from the restart. It's taken first possession.
Those might well and truly be off, but they're playing like a side reborn at the moment.
Coventry, I don't know what team's turned up today, but everybody's making mistakes, from such reliable people like Tom Bacon.
Hang on a minute, Tom. Coventry might be about to rectify things here as Bacon breaks through, but again, just unable to take the offload into the referee. Gives them the advantage. No knock on coming in. I think that's breaking through again. And Alan Ferry, a very fortunate bounce to the ball from Coventry, but going from one length of the field to the other. Tom Bacon with the initial break, and then after a pretty questionable pass back on the inside, almost spilled a fact. Maunda, don't think he touched that ball. In fact, Ferry picking it up there, and as he's done so often this season, the man in support there, the flanker, 7 on his back this weekend. And he crosses for yet another. Coventry straight onto the front here as Bavadra runs into his opposite number. Quick ball needed for Sam Maunda, and he gets it as a Poku Forjaw. Wrapping round on this left-hand side of Poku Forjaw. Looks to go himself, but he gets the offload back on the inside. And Sam Maunda will dot down a quick fire second for Coventry. Got a sort of assist for the first, and he dots down the second, starting number 9 for the Dogs. But David Opoku Forjaw wrapping round to set up there. Thought potentially blown the opportunity there, having not passed at the first instance, but taking on Curry, taking him out of the defensive equation and handing it on to Sam Maunda, and Coventry now really starting to hit their stride, Dom.
Yeah, David Opoku Forjaw, that's exactly why he's going to Coventry. He's at Coventry. That's exactly why he's into Sale Sharks.
Richard Gorman or Ian Key.
Yeah, hopefully we get a little replay of that. But
maybe one to
nice for Cambridge.
Over at half time, but a chance now for Cambridge to force their way towards the line. They might get themselves over here, and they have. So an instant impact off the back of that red card. Cambridge forcing themselves over. I think it's John Stewart recollecting at the back of that maul, and the Cambridge hooker dots down right in that corner. So Coventry really trying to force them wide here, but Stewart just wrapping around the back and just about dotting that ball down. Obviously corner flag taken out in the pro. And back to the blind side. Not much in the way of options with Reeves otherwise occupied. They're going to look to come there as Matthews breaking through, slipping off one tackle, handing it on out wide to Api Bavadra, and the inside centre will score on the left hand side. No sign of Jack Reeves, but Api Bavadra there in support. He can play in the back row, he can play on the wing, but in the inside centre shirt he scores a third Coventry try, and you can just feel a huge sigh of relief across the Nick Newball Stadium, Dom, because there was a chance they would be really put on the back foot following that red card to Jack Shine, but the break there from Tommy Matthews just slipping off his tackler, and the cut-out pass as well. He had Ollie Morris there, but Bavadra also in support. He dots down in the equation. It's another real golden opportunity for Cambridge here.
Yeah, the last maul went quite a good distance, and probably the distance that they could cover here and would need to cover for this try, but they're getting a really good wheel on now. It's Paul Masseau throwing himself in there, Gareth Baxter as well, so yeah, it's piling through, and penalty try coming.
So the driving maul works, an absolute treat for Cambridge. Yellow card coming out as well. Coventry about to be down to 13. Let's just see who is sent there for collapsing that maul, but it's a maul that results in a straight 7-point try for Cambridge, so 21 points to 14. Coventry looking to get restarted straight away, but we'll just see who leaves the pitch. Very first try scorer, can he be the last try scorer at this half? Bavadra bumps off one challenge and a second before being wrapped up at Coventry in the ascendancy here in Cambridge's 22. Bumps that one as it's handed on to Morgan Strong. He bumps off his marker and slides under the sticks. Bonus points secure for Coventry, and it is tonight's captain Morgan Strong. Not been as busy as the performances, but he caps it off already with a try. And the Champs leading number 8 gets a fourth Coventry try. 13 on 15 does not matter whatsoever for this Coventry side when they're in this kind of mood, Dom.
Yeah, they just love it, don't they? And it's just that really quick ball. Cambridge are a side that they absolutely hammer each tackle that comes
all the way in the playoff chase. No messing around at the back end of this half. Maunda sends the ball into touch to cap off
a very resilient first half, Coventry, given the storm they've had to weather from this Cambridge side, who absolutely flew out of the blocks.
They've got presented in front of themselves and just grab the ball by the horns and get a couple of quick tries, and hopefully then there'll be a bit of disruption continued in those Coventry ranks and they can come out.
Squad, and that's going to potentially make a real telling impact as we look towards the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think you can limit it to Coventry either. You look at teams around the Champ that have
Vadra just breaking clean through there off the back of that scrum. A flat ball. We've mentioned his crash balls, teeing up the platform for 2 tries. He's already got one himself and he crashes his way over for a second there, the inside centre. Just too much for Cambridge to live with, and very much on the back foot now, the visitors, as Bavadra gets his second and Coventry get their 5th, Dom.
Yeah, lovely little breakaway by Bavadra.
The 7-star and almost to getting a 6th try for Coventry. The keeper on the attack. That was a pocket Forjo. Goes from dummy half, gets the offload away. And that is Jack Reeves, winger to winger, as Coventry go from coast to coast. Happy Bavadra starts it. David Apoku-Forjo makes the vital break, and Jack Reeves on hand to finish on that left-hand side. A 6th try for Coventry. Their tails well and truly up, and it could be a long night from here for Cambridge.
Yeah, this game is done and dusted. Time of death, 49 minutes into this game. Coventry, this is absolutely incredible. Happy Bavadra has been sensational today. That breakaway chance was top notch, and then quick thinking of Apoku-Forjo to go with a little show and go again. Way too eager out of the line by Cambridge. Good work by Coventry still, nonetheless, to get in a position where they could be putting more points on the board.
Almost thrown in the air again by Baxter. Speaking of scrum half, Barton is on for Sam Maunder for Coventry, but at the moment it's the forwards really taking precedence at the moment, and they're going to try and drive their way over Coventry, but Cambridge's maul defence holds up firmly enough but still concedes a penalty. So Coventry with the advantage of free play to try and get a 7th try on the board here, and they're going to crash over from close range. Dan Green dotting down, just thought Cambridge had just about stopped the flow of that maul there, but able to work the ball round to the right hand side, and Dan Green dots down for his 1st try of the match. A 7th for Coventry, and very close to the 50 markers. Matthews prepares this conversion, but once again, Dom, it's just pressure telling once again, and Cambridge, of course, conceding the penalty there. A harsh one, you'd argue, but Coventry, as all top sides do, punishing the penalty as a result.
Yeah, it's this game is complete.
Play on from here as Coventry continue to throw numbers forward. Apoku-Forjo again wrapping around on this near side. Penalty advantage still coming for Coventry here. It's a wrap-around play, handed off to Senetiki Nayalo, and he will have the simple task of just falling over the line from close range. Coventry hit 50. They have 8 tries, 54 points to 14 with a kick to come. And Senetiki Nayalo, we mentioned one of his quieter performances tonight, but he still managed to get himself on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's the way that Coventry are playing right now is like France, and Tiki Nayala reminds me very much of Charles Olivol in that squad, in the fact that he's just always there. He's just always there to pick up the pieces, get a couple of tries here and there.
Just exemplified there with the Apoku-Forjo wrapping around from his wing and laying the platform. Coming back for Coventry. Loose ball and a fantastic offload away. Alan Ferry's away again, but wrapped up just short of the line. But not wrapped up quickly enough. Alan Ferry crashes over under the sticks for his 2nd try. And that is number 9 for Coventry. They once again broken field play in the backfield, and Morgan Strong again getting the offload away, and Ferry once again on hand breaking through. The support run from these Coventry back rows is absolutely exemplary, and Cambridge is scrambling to try and force their way over, but Barton forced to redistribute from the back of this run. Adley Jones hands it on. Matthews likewise on to Tom Bacon again. It's Jack Reeves, in fact, wrapping round off his wing. He gets a 2nd try, and that is 10 to the good for Coventry. 68 points to 14 with a kick to come, and try number 10 fully deserved. Jack Reeves the finisher, and once again Dom just almost getting to the line once again, but the quick distribution off the back of it
and Reed wrapping around to finish under the sticks. And it's going to very soon be 70 points in Coventry's favour
where they can, and they're going to look to do that exactly that as Mayalo takes the line out here. Driving towards the line, and a try coming and given as well by the referee.
Who else?
I think it might be done. It's Morgan Stronger gets his second at the back of that line out, and once again just the strength in numbers and the weight of the pressure on this Cambridge side, just too much for them to handle. Sakani Nyangi taking it down at the back. I think the ball getting redistributed too strong at the back. Matthews adds another 11 from 11 off the tee for the last action of the match, as Coventry a resounding 11 tries to 2 victory over Cambridge, winning 77 points to 14.